Graft eggplant and tomatoes. Can you increase tomato production? So let's start with this. We will plant an eggplant seedling that was sown 20 days ago. After trimming off part of the leaves, transplant it into plastic bucket pots and wrap the sides of the seedlings with a few leaves. Reduce the evaporation of its water. It is then transplanted in another barrel of the same size. Tomato seedlings. After supplementing with appropriate nutrient soil on one side, douse with water. Quick potting of seedlings. 2 weeks later, eggplants and tomatoes are well past the seedling stage. The growth is also very strong. At this point, you can do something for grafting. Preliminary preparations. We tied 2 plastic buckets with plastic bags. The grip of the fixed top is also tied together. Then came the 30th day. At this moment, the essence of the 2 plants has become very thick. Fully met the conditions for grafting. First, put the eggplant straight beads on the left. Use a sterilized blade. Cut a beveled incision down. Be careful not to cut the bark completely. Otherwise you'll be working in vain. Then button the tomato bead on the right. Trim off excess sides. Then at the level of the eggplant incision, make an upcut miter. After handling, you can buckle the 2 together through the incision, and it's wrapped in plastic wrap. Be sure to wrap a few more turns around the incision. Make sure to wrap the wound for a delay. And that completes the grafting. After 10 days, shoes and tomatoes have adapted to each other's presence. At the same time, the growth of tomato plants is also particularly vigorous. To avoid futility, at this point, the tip of the tooth needs to be removed. Then the time comes to day 47. At this point, cut the plastic film with a blade. Put the eggplant straight beads on the left. Cut off the hole from the graft to the top. Make. Nutrients can be concentrated on this side of the tomatoes. Examine the growth of grafts. You can see that the wound has basically healed. At the same time, continue to wrap the incision in a plastic bag. Day 58. The growth of tomato plants. It can be said to be particularly exuberant. Many buds bloomed at the same time. At this time, the plastic film wrapped at the bottom can be removed. Let the root system grow unfettered. The time has come to day 75. Although the leaves of the plant have partially withered, but it's already full of fruit, can be clearly observed. The yield of tomatoes, much taller than the average plant. Eggplants and tomatoes belong to the Solanaceae family. Grafting operation can be carried out very conveniently. Extra eggplant roots to make tomatoes. Provide nutrients. This also makes tomatoes with double nutrient guarantee. Production has also increased significantly. Finally, we will graft the plants. Cut the roots and observe. You can see it. The 2 have grown firmly together. Tear open the graft with force. It turns out that the grafting was very successful. Learned friends. You can also try it at home.